Happy Birthday to You by N. Happy birthday to you. On a meadow we are all gathered. It's a sunny day too, just like you would like. The flowers have bloomed, just as always, and the birds are chirping. And we also have your favorite kind of cake, courtesy of Pinkie Pie. It has just the right amount of icing. There are strawberries on top, and it has that custard filling that you always said you could never get enough of. It's soft and moist. Do you like it? We sit on the picnic blanket, checkered red and white. First comes the sandwiches. Everything is going to be done in the right order, just for you. They are the sandwiches with the olives and the toothpicks. The lettuce doesn't stick out too much, and there are just enough daisies. Salt has been measured out to a precision. And we have drinks as well, apple juice with a bit of fizz. The fancy ones that you always dreamed of. And some extra crispy hay fries to go with that. Do you like it? Next comes a song, and what songs they are! Happy and cheerful, we dance around in a circle as each person takes a turn to sing a new song. They are all the ones that you listen to. I sit back because I can't bring myself to sing, but that's okay, right? I'm just going to sit here and admire the sweet scent of the flowers. This lasts until dusk, just like you always wanted. Do you like it? Now it's time to cut the cake. We cut it perfectly into equally sized pieces. Each one has a strawberry, whole. The icing pattern has been cut in the right places, so that it isn't interrupted in strange places. Then we all take one, just one, and eat. And we know how good it is. The flavor spreads through our mouths, and we all savor it. All of it is finished, of course. Not a single crumb is left. Do you like it? It's the best part now. The part where you get to open your presents. One by one, we line up to give them to you, thanking you for what a great friend you've been, how important you've been to our lives. One by one, we leave them there for your leisure, so you can open them in order. They are all wrapped with the shiny paper, and all of them have a nice ribbon tied into a bow. Do you like it? After this, the rest of the guests leave, but there's still me, and there's still your dog. We frolic around in the meadow and have a good time. I throw the ball, and he runs and gets it. He's so happy running for that ball. When it gets back, it's wet with his slobber, but since it's your birthday, I don't mind that much. It's enough for me that he's happy. He even found a new stick. Do you like it? Then it's over, but there's always next year. Happy birthday to you. On a meadow we are gathered. It's not so sunny this time, which is unfortunate, but we can't change your birthday. The flowers are sitting there, damp and muddy. We have your favorite cake again, though, courtesy of Pinkie Pie. She ran out of that custard you liked, too, but we have some ice cream inside instead. The birds aren't out, but we brought instruments to play instead. We also bring perfume, because the rain is drowning out the scent of the flowers. But we set up everything in a perfect circle. Do you like it? We sit on the picnic blanket, because we can't sit on the mud. First comes the sandwiches, but we have to hide them under the umbrellas, otherwise they'll get wet. The apple juice you wanted was out of stock, so we have normal juice instead. We have extra hay fries to make up for it. We chat as we eat. The rain is falling, dampening the mood, but we're still happy, because it's your birthday, and that's reason enough. Do you like it? We sing songs and play them on the instruments, and it's grand. We dance around too, although not in that perfect circle, because there's not enough room. We can't play all the songs you liked, though, so we try to make up some of our own. I tried to sing this time, just to make up for last year. I have a blast doing it. Just like you always said I would. Every time you tried to force me at the karaoke bars. And you would always scold me when I pronounced it wrong. Karaoke, you would always say. I think I got it right this time, though. Do you like it? Then we cut the cake neatly into slices. Or at least we try, but the cake is stubborn, and one piece is a little messed up. Not too much, though. I can't bring myself to finish my slice, though. I think it's my sweet tooth. It hurts too much to eat that slice of cake, even though I've enjoyed it every year prior. Everybody else is like that, too, stopping after a few bites. At least there's some cake for you. Do you like it? I think we make it up to you here, with the presents. This year, they are huge, and I mean it. They are at least twice the size of last year's. Once again, we line up to give you the presents. One pony has forgotten to bring one, though. But he's sorry, and promises to make it up to you. And the rest of the presents are big enough to compensate, I think. Mine even has some extra ribbon. Do you like it? The rain makes it impossible to play catch with the dog. But then again, the dog is getting older. It can't run the same way it used to. So we just sit there, looking at the scenery, while I pet it. We are both content. He wags his tail a little, not as much as the year before. I feed him little tidbits, and we wait and stare. I think back to the days when I was a little afraid of the mutt, but now he has a new collar. Do you like it? Then it's over, but there's always next year. Happy, happy birthday to you. This year we can't go to the meadow anymore. It's been taken over by the city for a construction project. There aren't as many guests as well. Some of them couldn't make it. They sent in cards, though. Most of them are exotic from places like Napon and Buckingham. The one from Buckingham even has a castle on it. The one you always dreamed you would go to. Do you like it? Then we sing songs, because the pizza hasn't arrived yet. It's hard to get fresh daisies in the city. You always did like your food fresh, so we got the pizza instead, made from fresh wheat from the greenhouse. The tomatoes are from the rooftop garden we started years ago. I'm still keeping it, just for you. I made sure that the pizza company is making it with those. I even paid them a little extra. Do you like it? The pizza is already cut into neat little sections, all the same size. I figured it would make up for the fact that it isn't sandwiches. We also managed to get some hay fries. This time it's just boring old beer, though, because they don't sell the apple stuff in the city anymore. Sweet Apple Acres refused to offer lower quality cider, so it can be shipped farther. The pizza, though, it has peppers and the onions you liked. Do you like it? Then it's time for the cake, which is the same as always. This time there's too much icing, though. It's far too sweet for you, so I don't eat it either. The cake is taken home by another guest for another birthday party later. So I take out the cookies that you liked instead. It's not cake, but it's a dessert, and it's easy enough to portion. Everyone agrees they are delicious cookies. I leave one for you, too. Do you like it? Oh, and the presents. This year you have the best presents of all. There's a signed poster, just like you always wanted, in your room. It's next to your other Wonderbolt posters. You always did like them because they were free. You never did get to go and get assigned one personally, did you? We got you a new easel, too. The shiny, newfangled one from that store you always liked. Next to it on your desk is the fancy pencil set you wanted, for drawing. Do you like it? I've given the dog some presents, too. He has a new bed to sleep in, extra soft. He also gets the better food that you tried to work for and get for him. Now he's asleep in that bed, exhausted, as is from all the partying that he's participated in. I'm a little tired, too. Funny how that is when one gets older. And I sleep next to him now to give him some company, because he's kind of lonely now. Do you like it? And then it's over. But there's always next year. Happy birthday to you. That grassy meadow filled with flowers is all but gone now. Instead, there's the foundation of a new building. They dug out all of it. I've been avoiding thinking about it for a while, but I can't deny it any longer. So I cry. I have some flowers that I bought from the local grocers. They aren't quite as sweet as we remember, though. But it's all I have. There's no room in the garden for a meadow. But they are your favorite flowers, the daisies, wrapped into a bouquet, nice and neat. Do you like it? It's pizza again, but the greenhouse doesn't have wheat anymore. I did give them tomatoes again, though, but the tomatoes aren't as good as they used to be. Something about the rain is different. Toxic, even. I think it's the new treatments they are using and the filth on the street. No one believes me, though, and sometimes they even say I'm crazy. But you've been right about many things, and this is no different, so I stick up for you, like I should have. Do you like it? I can't even mention the cake this year. Pinky wasn't there to make it for you this year. It was something super duper important. She sends her apologies, though, and some muffins. There are all sorts of them, from blueberry to raisin bran to chocolate chip to even your favorite, strawberry. I tried to bake one myself, but it turned out kind of lopsided. I couldn't do the icing quite right either. The strawberries are hard to pick out perfectly, too. It's the thought that counts, though, as you've always told me. Do you like it? We sing some songs, but we don't have enough people, so eventually we start playing them on the record player. Dancing, well, we started that, but then a neighbor complained about the noise, so we had to stop. But the record player is our voice, and sings for us. Besides, it has a better voice than any of us will ever have. All your favorite artists are played one by one. Do you like it? Presents are hard this year. We don't know what to get you anymore. There's another signed Wonderbolt poster, taped up next to the long line as usual. Money can't buy everything, right? Well, I decided to paint you a picture on your easel. I hope you don't mind. Painted the meadow in its full, colorful glory. Then we put it next to your Wonderbolt posters. It isn't very good, though. Do you like it? The dog is tired now. It's fast asleep in the bed, now worn, but softer than ever. I make sure to take it to the vet often, because the dog is your favorite. From the frown on the vet's face that I see every time, I know that the dog doesn't have that long left. So I make sure to clean his litter every day, and give him baths, and I make sure to pamper him so the rest of his life is comfortable. Do you like it? Then it's over, but there's always next year. Happy birthday to you. I can't do it this year. Not the same way as before, because it's just me. They all begged me not to, those who were once your friends, but I promised, remember? I don't need them anyway. So I moved out of that stuffy old apartment into the countryside, so I can hold your birthday in another meadow. It's bright and sunny outside, and the flowers smell nicer than the flowers that I remember. Do you like it? Then I eat my sandwich alone, and it is the perfect sandwich. There is no crust, and it has an olive. The lettuce is cut just right, and there are just the right number of daisies. As I eat it, I daintily sip from a fancy glass with the fancy apple juice. I also spent months perfecting the hay fry recipe. Everything is just right, but I can't bring myself to like it. It tastes wrong somehow, but it's your favorite. Do you like it? I sing your songs alone, and it's not as fun. I also play them on the instruments I have, which I tried to learn. I don't play all of them too well. Then I dance to the record player because I don't have anyone to sing with me. It's not as fun as I remember, so I have to force myself to continue. None of the songs make me as happy as they used to, and I'm crying now. But they are the songs you like, and it's your birthday. Do you like it? I got Pinkie Pie to make the cake this year. It's smaller, though, because I don't want to let it go to waste. The good thing, though, is that it's already in the perfect proportion, because there's only me, and it has only one strawberry, cut and arranged into your favorite flower, even if the color isn't right. And it's good. When I eat it, it's the softest and moistest cake I've ever eaten. Yet I can only eat one bite. The rest's for you. Do you like it? And because it's only me, there's only one present. It's a signed Wonderbolt poster again. I have them all with me in a bundle together. I tried to save as much as I could when I moved, but there was only so much I could carry with me. I'm trying not to cry over your precious posters and ruin them, but I can't stop. It's supposed to be your birthday, yet I can't be happy for you. But you've almost got all the posters in that collection you wanted. Do you like it? Your dog isn't here anymore. One day he just got up and left. I think he's looking for you, because you were always his favorite. I couldn't bring myself to stop him. I think he'd be happier with you anyway. He always misses you. I can tell because I miss you too. He was always looking to where you would be if you were still here. But now he's off to a better place, to where you left to. He's always been loyal. Do you like it? Then it's over. And next year. I don't think I can do next year. Can you forgive me? Would you forgive me? If it's the last birthday here, and I joined you next year, with the dog, and the meadow, and the flowers, would you forgive me? Happy birthday to you.